You know, Casey I've known for 43 years, and, you know, he's evolved into one of the best actors on the planet, and he's an amazing writer, and he's a very, just an extremely talented guy. And I read the script that he wrote with Chuck, and I thought it was so good. And we got in touch with Doug, and it was a chance to reunite with him. And I think one of the best parts about working with people you know that well is that the love and trust and respect is just a given, and it allows you to problem solve a lot quicker. You don't have to waste any time on diplomacy. If you don't like somebody's idea, you just come out and say it, and it's kind of, you get to an answer a lot quicker. And like, we've developed a whole vocabulary in this business about how to tread around people's egos, and if you just abandon your ego at the door and just go, and you know that all of that stuff is kind of beyond reproach. It's not on the table. It's just about the problem in front of us, and you just attack it together. You get to a solution a lot quicker, and that's why it's really fun. We're pretty blunt with each other, creatively speaking, but we know that there's a deep love and abiding respect that underlies all of that. It was a lot of writing and rewriting and pre-production, and a lot of discussion around the dynamic between the two characters and what the best way was to kind of approach that. And so that was really, the preparation was a little more analytical on this one. I mean, in terms of the nuts and bolts of it, it's a guy from Boston. You know, that's where I grew up. He's somebody I know very well. He's a blue-collar guy in a very desperate situation. And so a lot of that is kind of baked into my life experience. And so, but in terms of, you know, most of the prep time was spent just lining everything up from a producerial standpoint and making sure we had the exact right story we wanted to tell when we shot it. Well, Doug always, like, even on The Bourne Identity, he always leads with the character, and the plot follows the character, and that's the same with the action. So rather than the movie stopping to just show pretty explosions or car crashes or something like that, it's always about how are the characters developing inside the action. And so he's more concerned with the conversation inside the car than the car crashes that are happening all around it. Those are, you know, those are just a piece of what you're, of what you're seeing. What you're really focusing on is the character development inside the car. And he does that in all of his movies. It's just a philosophical approach to action, and it's why the action in his movies always works. We have the greatest stunt guys in the world and the best second unit director in the world and an amazing team. And so, no, I pump those guys up. Let them go. Like they really are amazing. They make everything better, and they make our work better. And it's really a combination of first and second unit that make these things work. I just think the chance to go to work every day and look over and see Casey, and somebody that I love so much and respect so much, and, you know, this is something that was